Hi golfers, Nick here for Nick Taylor Golf. It's Friday, so welcome to another lesson on golf tips. This week on Golf Tips, we're going to talk about the low point in the golf swing, probably the most important key fundamental to play good golf. In this video, I'm going to share with you a drill, very simple drill, just use an alignment stick to help you golfers out there play better golf. First up, golfers, just to explain the low point of the golf swing. The low point is where the club hits the ground, right? This club will come down, hit the ground at some point and come back up. Well, that's what happens in the best players in the world. Now, the highest handicappers, they tend to hit the ground behind the ball, or they might even miss the ground. And that's what separates the best players in the world, their ability to control where their club hits the ground. If I set up on the mat here, I'll just grab a ball. Just gonna line up with the club here, just in line with that golf ball. Now, the best players in the world, they're able to come down, hit the ball first, then hit the ground, target side of the golf ball. And like I said, they're the highest handicappers. They're gonna have a big variance in where their club hits the ground. They're either gonna hit 6 inches behind, 10 inches behind, just behind. They might even miss the ground. They're basically gonna have a big variance in where their club hits the ground. Now, the best players are able to, as they hit the golf ball, make contact with the ball first, then hit the ground. You can see that shot on the screen now. Now that's pretty typical of what the best players do. You can see that pitch just left of the line. It's gone about 145 meters. Taking a look at the data there. On the left-hand side there, I'm just gonna bring up the data so you can see it. So just bringing up the club data, guys, you can see around 85 miles an hour, 3 degrees into out, 6 degrees down. Contact's pretty good. Club face slightly closed. That's what gives it that little draw. Now, what happens with the highest handicappers? So now we're gonna take a look at some shots where maybe the highest handicappers would hit on this machine. So this is kind of what I see. Golfers that don't really control the contact. You can see that shot there was pretty well struck, hit pretty straight, a tight little draw in it. Now, the highest handicappers, they all tend to hit the ball like this. So although it looks okay on the screen there, you can see just some people might be quite happy with that nice little draw. It's only gone 130 yards. The contact there was out the toe. You can see on the strike location there, and I hit 6 degrees upwards, right? So my club has basically hit the ground first before the ball. That's why it's going up as it hits it. So that's one thing where I see players like hit like 4 inches behind. Another thing I see golfers tend to do is this, where they kind of hit the top of the ball or thin the ball. You can see it running along the ground there. Again, sometimes that might work. It's rolled out to like 100 yards. Again, you can see the club right at the bottom. This one was only 2.7 degrees upwards, but nevertheless, I hit upwards on the golf ball. So by hitting upwards, my club has already reached its lowest point before the ball, then it's coming up. So how are we able to control this swing direction and attack angle into the ball to be able to hit this so precise? Now, this is a tough skill. This is why the best players are the best at doing this. They're able to not only hit the middle of the face, but they're able to control where this club hits the ground. And really, that's what separates the best players. If there was one drill you guys could work on, it would be to improve your low point control. It would make such a big difference. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you a drill that's going to be very simple, but also very effective for you golfers out there to improve your low point control. For this drill, golfers, all you're going to need is an alignment stick. Very simple drill. Now, I'm just going to line this up on the mat here. Now, when you're at home, you can practice this at the range, or you can practice this at home if you can. Even just practicing without hitting golf balls would actually be quite good practice. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to line up some golf balls. So I'm going to put 3 golf balls in front of the stick. Now, bear in mind this stick is obviously just above the ground. And then where that 4th ball would finish, I'm going to put there. So that's going to be where I'm going to hit the ball from. And then in between each ball, I'm just going to be placing about a ball gap, right? Not only does this help your low point control, this also will help your contact, right? If you're able to hit these golf balls without hitting the next one, it means you're not only controlling your low point by missing the stick, but it's also, you've got a good chance then of hitting the center of the face. So very, very simple drill. I've just lined up 10 balls there. So let's get my 7-iron here. I'm going to start at this top end. So there's 3 ball gap between the stick and this first ball, and there's about a ball between each one. Now, I'm standing a bit on the edge of the mat here, so let's give this a go. And the idea here, I'm trying to hit the ball first, then the ground without hitting that stick. So I'm going to do this pretty quickly. As I set up here, I'm just putting my low body weight to the left, and then putting my hands forward, keeping my weight forward. And this is helping me hit the ball first, then the ground. So you can see here I'm doing this pretty quickly. This ball's a bit close to the other one. Just about got it. I'll probably put that one a bit close, but there you go. That was pretty good. So I should be able to stand here pretty much all day, hit the, oh, you can see that shot on the screen there. So not bad, okay? Did that pretty quickly. It's pretty good work actually, just standing there hitting those balls. That last one was 82 miles an hour, 6.3 down. You can see slightly out the toe, face slightly closed, pretty straight shot. So you can see every shot I hit the ball first, and that's crucial, right? I didn't necessarily middle all of those shots. I was doing that very quickly. But I just wanted to show you guys, if you're practicing this, I would definitely take your time, right? It's a good workout doing like that, but really it's more about being precise. Now, for each of those shots there, I knew that if I set up, had my weight to the left, had my hands forward, kept my weight there, moved my weight forward, kept my hands forward, I'd have a good chance of hitting that ball first. And that's really what the best players do. And this is how the stack and tilt system evolved, really, was by getting amateur golfers to play better golf. And to do that, you have to control your low point. You have to be able to hit the ball first, then the ground. That's why it's the first key fundamental when you learn the stack and tilt golf swing. That's my favorite drill to improve low point. And you don't have to rush through that like I did. You can take your time, but really making sure you have your weight forward, the hands forward, keep it there, move it forward. It's a good way to practice. So like I said, you can practice that at home. You don't even need to hit balls doing that, but it's just a really good way to give yourself awareness of where your club hits the ground. I'll be interested to hear your comments, golfers. If you try that drill out, post your comments in the box below. I'd be interested in how you get on. It'd be good if you could do it on grass. That would be even better if you could do it on grass, but obviously on a mat here at the range, it's probably your best bet is to just have that club head, 3 balls behind the front ball, have a ball in between each one, and if you can line those up and hit them like that, you can have a good chance then of controlling your low point and striking the center of the face. So thanks for watching, golfers. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments on that, put them in the box below, and I will see you again next week for another video.